Has a lack of willpower thwarted your weight loss efforts? It's probably safe to say that it has for most of us. Luckily, the University of Wyoming is on the case. Researchers have stumbled upon a potential fat-burning method in studies they've done with mice. A very simple method that appears to burn up to 300 calories a day while improving insulin sensitivity and helping to control blood sugar. And by the way, this method has nothing to do with exercise or restricting your diet or calories. This intriguing method has to do with something called brown fat. Brown fat is thermogenic, which means it produces heat, and for a long time was thought to exist only in babies who had not yet developed the ability to shiver in the cold. But in the late 2000s it was discovered that adults had it too. The problem is that we don't have much of it, and it's limited to small areas in the neck and upper back. Nonetheless, this was a breakthrough discovery because of the weight loss potential of brown fat. What is the potential? Well, because brown fat is thermogenic, it works to convert calories into heat. It takes these calories from white fat cells, which are the deposits of stored fat in the body. You know, the same ones we're trying to get rid of. The problem is that we have a very small amount of brown fat, and it's generally inactive. So the key to using it for weight loss would be to either activate the deposits we have or incite the body to produce more of it. Over the next several years, researchers tried, but much of this research was centered around one main idea: the use of cold temperatures. For example, a 2012 study had 6 volunteers sit still for 3 hours while wearing a cold suit that circulated water over their skin at a temperature of 64 degrees. This did the trick of lowering body temperature without causing too much shivering, which would have skewed the results. And it worked. The volunteers were shown to burn 250 extra calories than they would have if sitting indoors at regular room temperatures. The problem, of course, is that it would be inconvenient for most of us to sit in cold temperatures for 3 hours a day to burn 250 calories. Luckily, more recent research suggests that there may be a much easier way to activate brown fat, by adding just a single ingredient to your dinner plate. At the University of Wyoming, researchers were interested in whether a substance called capsaicin could somehow create brown fat cells. Even if you don't know what capsaicin is, you've likely consumed it at some point. If you've ever eaten a chili pepper, capsaicin is the component that makes you feel like your mouth is on fire. It also shows up in a lot of pain relief creams. At the U of W, a small amount was fed to mice each day as part of a high-fat diet. Despite the fact that capsaicin levels in the meal were just 0.01%, the researchers noted something startling. The mice were not gaining weight. Was it possible that capsaicin was turning white fat cells into brown ones? This was the theory adopted by the researchers, and they have been encouraged enough to start developing a capsaicin supplement as part of a strategy to combat obesity. Granted, the effect on humans is still unknown, but if further studies confirm the results of this one, humankind may find a new catchphrase: a chili pepper a day keeps stored fat far away.